The accidental message. Accidents don't announce themselves. They just slip into your life quietly, like an uninvited guest, and sometimes they come in the form of a single, disastrous tap on a phone screen. It was a Tuesday evening, and I was dead tired. I'd spent the whole day putting out fires at work. Literally 3 people had dumped their unfinished tasks on my desk, and by 6 p.m., I felt like a one-person call center. My boss wanted updates on the project timeline, my team wanted reassurance, and I wanted nothing but silence. So when the group chat pinged, I didn't even think. It was the office updates and Rota channel, a no-nonsense place where we shared schedules, reminders, and sometimes the occasional sarcastic meme. My task was simple: post the updated Rota screenshot. Easy. Routine. Thoughtless. Except, instead of tapping the Rota file, I tapped the wrong image. And in less than 2 seconds, it was out there, not a spreadsheet, not a work document, but a very personal, very unprofessional photo of me. The kind of photo no one at work should ever see. The moment my thumb hit send, I froze. My heart stopped, like the universe itself had hit pause. I scrambled to delete it, praying, begging, bargaining with technology to erase my mistake. But in that eternity of panic, those few precious seconds, the message had already appeared on everyone's screens. The chat lit up. What was that? LOL, wrong file, huh? Nice pic face with tears of joy. Some were laughing. Some were silent. And silence, in those moments, is worse than laughter. I barely slept that night. Every possible outcome looped in my brain. Would HR call me in? Would my boss look at me differently? Would colleagues whisper about me in the break room? By morning, paranoia had set up camp in my chest. I walked into the office like a criminal walking into court. Every glance felt loaded, every whisper sounded like it was about me. I avoided eye contact, buried myself in my screen, and hoped the ground would swallow me whole. But the strangest thing happened. Nothing. Nobody treated me differently. No HR meeting. No awkward confrontation. The world kept turning. One coworker, the one I'd been dreading the most, casually leaned over later that day and said, "Hey, about last night, don't worry about it. Happens to everyone. At least yours was funny." And then he laughed. Not cruelly, not mockingly. Just laughed. It broke something in me, not my dignity, but my fear. Over the next few days, I realized I'd been punishing myself more than anyone else had. Yes, it was embarrassing. Yes, people had seen me in a way I hadn't intended. But life went on. Work went on. People moved on. And maybe more importantly, I learned to move on too. That accident didn't ruin me. It reminded me that mistakes, even the mortifying, stomach-churning, hide-under-your-bed mistakes, don't define us. What defines us is how we survive them. Now, whenever I see someone panicking over a slip-up, I think about that night. About how convinced I was that my life was over, when in reality, it was just another blip in the messy comedy of being human. Accidents don't announce themselves. But they do leave you with a choice: bury yourself in shame, or laugh, shake it off, and keep going. And trust me, laughter tastes a whole lot better than fear.